Okay. Oh, so you just came up with me. I'm still not used to these side scenes. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome in. It's good to see everybody. I wanted to put up this lovely gift right away from Miss Sharon. Thank you so much, Miss Sharon. This week has us going towards, I don't want to even say it, 2026 in my household. And we're doing, I was looking at our finances and doing the budget for next year. And that is so appreciated because even my husband was like, "So what do you make on that YouTube thing that you do?" I'm like, "Ooh, ooh." So every little bit is so appreciated, and my members too. Um, I would like to welcome in my guest host right now is Robin Gardens, Miss Robin from Chicagoland. Welcome, welcome.
Hello.
I am actually so off kilter because I came into StreamYard. I did it this afternoon, set it up, had when I'm looking at my screen, you guys, on the side, it has scenes. It wiped them all out when I came back in tonight. Thank God I hadn't done much of anything else behind scenes that it wiped out, but I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. So let me know on your side if everything is okay or anything is going weird because this is not the free version. I am about to step down to the free version. But anyway, let me get started back with hey, Sun Seekers. Welcome back to South Florida Sunshine. I'm Carol, I'm your host. And I just introduced Robin from Robin Gardens in Chicagoland. This is where we plant seeds of hope and healing and homegrown goodness. Tonight, in our Garden to Table Holiday Edition, we are covering Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, Christmas, maybe even a little bit of New Year's. But it's going to be different everywhere as far as what we can grow. Down here, it would be maybe taro and yams, while Robin could really kick it up with all kinds of different potatoes, like I know she likes to pick. But for starting off, I was just going to show you guys a few things that I had gotten on the Vine program with Amazon. And I wanted to go back to one that I had showed last week. It was, and you had asked about it, Robin, where I was saying, oh, it's a self-watering container. Well, it's got this nifty little drawer, I guess they pour the water into, but it shows you how much water you have. But what's really cool, it's a self-wicking container. It sent the wick with
Oh,
it, and it has the holes in the bottom. So that's something new. I haven't done wicking like yet. So I'm really interested to see how that goes. And I really wish this other item here was bigger because it would be great for underneath my vertical planters that I'm going to set up that I have because of you guys and because of the 99-cent memberships and gifts that you give me. I will be setting those up. Um, but this, it has a nifty little drawer to catch the excess water instead of it just running off. And it's got those really nice rollers that are strong. So I just wish it was a little bit bigger in diameter and I could sit that on top of it because it's pretty strong. So if you guys are looking for any kind of movable um, bases for your larger plants, they do have them. And those would be great. Just like I said, if they're a little larger, if you're looking for something like that, they are on Amazon. And I'm not an Amazon affiliate. This is just something they picked me for randomly. Vine is a program where I'm just writing reviews on these things and they put up things daily that we can pick from. and it's very random. And the good stuff goes really fast. It's a lot of car. It's really weird. It's a lot of car and tool parts that you're left with if you don't get there, in a certain amount of time when they're putting stuff out. This was a whole set of different hand weeders. I guess this one's got that little
Ooh, with
give
the
you some
leverage piece.
leverage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then this is like similar to, I think you showed us a tool like this that you have, but I'm sure this reminds me of like Fiskars, but maybe a little bit less, but it's pretty heavy duty. I
Oh,
think you had
I
like a
don't.
little Reiki tool, didn't you? Or some kind of
I have
Japanese
um
one?
I I have
Is it a
a
blade?
single tine
Okay.
cultivator. Um
Okay. It
and I have
says
a few
both.
things with,
That's a
prongs, but that's
has
cool.
the old that has the old
Two-sided.
Aztec like thing on it. And it looks like they jointed it all the way through and then polished it down, which I like, even though you can see it went all the way through that piece that they put on, which I like because some of their stuff where they go and MIG weld it on there, it's like, they don't do such a great job with the tool. Hold on, guys. I can't see the comments right now because I had something else open. Hey, everybody, thank you for coming in. By the way, Gear was the first one in tonight. Thank you, Gear. Gear Grinding 19. Jade Dixon, thank you for coming in and being the second one in and letting everybody know we were about to start. And it looks like too, YouTube is going to stick with the @ signs during our lives. So if you don't know, you can go in and modify your @ sign uh, to to be a copy just like of your page or of your name. Hey Janet, welcome in. Good to see you. And of course, Miss Sharon was started us off with that wonderful gift of memberships. Thank you so much, Miss Sharon. Hardneck Farms. Hey Wendy. It's good to see you. Hey Storms. I don't have parties about me. I'll try not to. So good to see you guys. Oh, hi, Living Miracle Homestead. I'm still praying for our friend. She had announced a good friend of hers had gotten into a pretty bad car accident, and then that friend posted a picture
Oh
of
no.
her in the hospital. It was pretty severe, but I'm very grateful to God that she's okay. She's got a
Oh,
lot of grandchildren and family that adore her. Hey, badass stay 93 staying. Welcome in. Wow, love to say that. The heathen is here. Starting to wonder who you are. Did you say that? Um, but anyway, guys, so this is the third one. This reminds me of what's that big tool that they use? The scythe? Scythe? Is that how you say it?
mhm.
The old, it's just a
Now
smaller
that looks a
version.
lot like the Japanese
Yeah.
weaving tool, very
Yeah.
much, except it
Okay,
doesn't have the crook with the little scythe part.
okay. Yeah, this has got an edge here on the, like you can see it bevels here and here.
That's gonna be
Um,
awesome to
yeah, these will be really helpful.
I mean,
Well,
when you were whacking out those bulbs and all those roots around the bulbs, wouldn't that have been a
yeah.
good tool?
Oh yeah. And even that one, the one that has this, like we were saying, like the leverage, it would have been really nice to have on some of them because they were stuck in there, some of them pretty good. But I was so like, I had so many that I was not emotionally attached to them. So I was just yanking them off like a maniac. But then I got emotionally attached when I put them in something that twice I did this, that I'm so mad at myself. I put them in pots that I didn't realize didn't have good drainage
Mhm.
and went out after the rain and of course being sick, and they were flooded. They were
Oh, no.
sitting, my bulbs were sitting there. The rain lilies were sitting in flooded water. And then I went out, and this had been weeks because I was sick. I'm like, what is that terrible smell? Did a
Oh,
rat die?
no.
It was my amaryllis. It was a whole big container of amaryllis sitting in water and rotting like you rot down your poo-poo juice, like Marine
When
does over at deep in the dirt.
if you after you dumped it out, was there any chance saving them?
I dumped them out onto a pile of some other ones that I didn't put into a pot and just laid them on top of those. And I'm like, whatever will be, because I still had another big collection, and they're still popping up. right,
Oh,
this is, oh, here's the perlite bag. Remember I said I had all those bags of soil and I needed, this is on by. I'm like, oh, perlite. And it came in and it's like, ding, 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 ding.
every little bit helps, right?
Yes, definitely. Oh, yeah. And it was kind of free to me. This is really cool. This made me think of my friend Cindy because she loves purple and it's all different purple hand tools in it, the set.
Oh, wow.
And purple gloves. Like I adore it, but this might end up being maybe a membership giveaway. It's got that same tool. It's
Oh,
so girly. I don't know. Maybe this won't be a membership giveaway because I forgot about this nifty thing. I don't know. I don't know. It's got a
ooh.
nice little saw, hand saw, and this cute little tote and lots of room
Those
inside.
those hand saws are great because the teeth like
There.
that, they cut on the forward and the backward.
Yes, and I have one, like an older one that I use for my bananas. In fact, that day that I cut down the plumeria on my short, that I cut
Uh-huh.
that big thing with the chainsaw, afterwards I had gone over to the banana tree with my handsaw. And it's an older one, but it still works great.
Oh, that one's
And the wa
that's a good one. Look at that.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not showing you guys the tools as I'm putting them in. I'm just talking. There's another one. There's the rake, and
Oh,
this is pretty heavy
those
duty
are
for the little hand
substantial.
rakes.
Is that
Yeah.
aluminum?
It, I'll have to go back and check. It might be aluminum. It looks kind of like aluminum. Because usually they'll stamp stainless steel.
Well,
I'll have to
aluminum,
go back and
yeah,
check.
I have a few aluminum tools and they're lighter and
Yeah,
they don't rust. So, yeehaw.
I like that. Oh, yeah, everybody that dance like that's so cute. Oh, it's your favorite color too, Living Miracle. Yeah, I might have to do a drawing as the, oh, this is the other another weeder. Like you're set. This is kind of, and then it's got your pruners right there too.
Wow.
And then
That,
you still have all the room inside to, put my little bag of perlite. Go right out there to the garden. Get a
sure.
lot done. But those were the big ones. The last one I needed these to wrap around your young trees for rabbits and things that like to nibble on the bark. Because I noticed that with one of mine. I forget which fruit tree it was. There was nibbles on it. I've got four of those, so we'll see. I had a wrap that you could use for protection, or they were like, oh, it's frost protection, but it's like soft flannel stuff, and I'm like, not down here. That's going to be too much moisture up against the bark, I would think. So this is great because it does breathe still, but it blocks.
You know,
Once
for
it
you,
move,
yeah.
bite them back,
Yeah, and that you've got a lot of air spaces. For years, I used
Hmm.
that, the downspout drain, the plastic round
Oh.
downspout drain that's kind of,
Hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
corrugated.
Corrugated. Yeah, that's a great
Um,
idea.
but I found something that's like a hardware cloth cage, only, it
Okay.
opens and closes. And
I
so
might remember that.
it keeps the nibblers out, but it all the air flows, you know, to the bark and everything. So I was happy with that find.
Oh, I just saw this. Wendy, you've got to be kidding. Yeah, no, that's a great find. I like somebody stole it. How rotten. A while she's going to her father's funeral. I hate that. Do you know the one time I got a ticket? That's where I was headed to, was up to my father's memorial.
Hmm.
And it was like, and it was a speed trap, and it was a young trooper of that state, which I won't name any states. But I was like, couldn't you like give me a break? And but I'm sure he hears all the stories. But my son had just been screaming, my autistic son. He was screaming in the car about something. As soon as we get pulled over, boop, he's like silent as can be, as if it never happened. I was crap. Um, hmm. Try my email, Wendy. Do you know what color she had? That's all I have. I don't know if my yellows are still good right now because I had put them in some dense soil. So I'm not sure if they're gonna come back. Oh, that's yeah, totally more trauma coming home and seeing it gone. That's terrible.
Mm,
I hate it when people do that. Keep your hands off of other people's stuff. That's
just
just
not
wrong.
right. Yeah.
It's just like I would feel terrible if I came home and my plants were off my front patio. I would feel so violated. I would not. I would not be happy, that's for sure. I would probably have to get like something that, I don't know, shoots pepper spray or stinky spray on the person if they like a motion sensor, but then I might get good people, so I can't do that.
I'm always worried. We've got a gargoyle out
Yeah.
front, and it's huge and beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Not the mean-looking guy that was out at the
Right.
Halloween video, but he's a good-looking one, and I'm always worried because he was
Yeah, they're
expensive.
yeah. We had it and didn't realize it. Um, yeah, squirt them with the poo-poo juice we used for our gardens. There you go. There you go. Oh my gosh.
Squirt gun with poo juice.
Oh, oh
I'm
no.
just
Oh,
I'm just I'm
Wendy.
just doing my plants.
Mhm. You just oversprayed. I'm sorry. Uh, oh my gosh. Wendy, that's just terrible. I'm sorry. He was in so much pain. That's horrible. I'm just not gonna put that up just because, yeah, but what it involves. I guess I could put a I don't know how to do a warning on a video about oh, um, yeah. I can. I don't know if I'm leaving up the chat or not. If I leave up the chat, I'm gonna drop a warning in because some people get triggered about that stuff because they've had it happen in their own life. How terrible for her. Definitely contact me, Wendy. Email me. Um oh, I've heard of that. Hey, Crazy Life Homestead, welcome in. That's
Oh my
I've heard of
gosh.
that. And they caught some of the people who were doing it. Guess who it was? People who put them in. It
Oh,
was they
no.
were taking them from different places, they weren't their clients, and they were using them on other properties.
Oh my gosh.
Horrible. Yeah. Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it, Wendy. It's okay. Hey, Duncan 1900 Homestead, thank you. Welcome in. Well, tonight, what I set up to do, I did not realize until I finally got some time to hop over to Shawnee's channel and catch up on a little bit of what she was doing, that she just did a wonderful video um, focused on, oh, speaking of our girl, Shawnee Gross, please welcome in my other co-host with the mostest, Miss Shawnee
Hello.
Gross.
Hello,
I've,
people all over the world.
let me take this down. We just finished with Vine. Um, let's see, where are we? I was just talking about what you did that I didn't realize until, I finished setting this up, and then I got some time to go catch up with channels, and I got to do a couple of yours, and I'm like, "Oh no, she just did great one on Thanksgiving."
It's not an oh no, it's a oh yes.
Great. It's an oh yes, yes. Oh yes for my friend. Oh no, Carol, you should have checked first. 'Cause Shawnee's always like 3 steps ahead of me,
We
but it's
always
like the
yes.
same ideas. I'm like, oh dang. And she's so good because she's like, don't worry about it, just do it. Because it'll always be like our own versions of things.
Yep.
Yeah. So tell them about what you just did, Shawnee, on your channel that I'm babbling about.
Yeah, so I put in the chat the video link. We talked about our classic Thanksgiving. So how do we incorporate our garden to our Thanksgiving table? Now this can be the yummy edibles, it can be the decor, it can be the story um, that we have. So if you want to hear more ideas about that outside of what we get into
And they
tonight,
were specific, like they were really yummy. They sounded great, like some of the combinations that she put up there. So please do. Yeah.
mhm,
Check her out. Sorry, I
it's
didn't mean to
not
cut you
it's
off.
not getting a lot of views and it's supposed to be trending right now. So it's like,
I I know one of the other ideas, it's funny because chat told me that idea and I forgot to get back to you about it, but I'll tell you later. I was
okay,
like, It must be trend because it must be trending."
okay.
So tonight we were just gonna start in on the same kind of idea is Doo-doo-doo. Oh, and of course, you guys know Shawnee from Shawnee Grows, and if you don't, please go and check out her channel. Check out that latest video we talked about. She does a lot of educational videos, and she has memberships herself and gorgeous merch, I might add. I love her merch, which I need to now go and reorder.
Yeah, you're the only
Stupid
one that
Lord.
that's happened to.
It wasn't it was the shipping company. The shipping
Yeah.
company, hopefully they'll use a different one this time around, or that company will get it right. But, her graphics, and then she's got puzzles for kids. She's got all kinds of great stuff on her merch, how do you say it, store.
Stickers, hats,
Yes, all the
flags.
good things, all the fun things. Okay, so we are discussing basically all the holidays, but what we grew this year that we're going to put on the table. And it doesn't matter for, if we're going to do it for Thanksgiving, Christmas, if you celebrate Hanukkah or know somebody does, and you're going to bring it to their event. It's just covering all the holidays, even New Year's, if you're looking ahead. uh, Shawnee and Robin are very good planners, and I am abstract random. So planning things ahead like that for me is difficult. Not impossible, but difficult when I look at the garden. That's one thing I would love you guys to do is something where how you actually plan your gardens, like how you sit down and do that, like the two of you. Because it's so like, oh, Shawnee's very much like, I'm gonna use this carrot for this and that carrot for that. And I am just like, I'm gonna grow carrots. And that one's pretty. I want to try it.
Yes,
Oh, it's
make sure you hit
purple.
up the Black Friday sales. I just was
Yes.
shopping. I was late just because I
I
was
was
shopping
just gonna
seeds
say that.
So
Yeah.
for botanical. So there'll be a
Interests.
seed haul
Yes.
on
Oh, I
my
love that
channel.
one.
Make sure you're subscribed to be notified when we open the box.
I want to do that for my vertical planters. I want to get their seeds for those. But I do already have the medicinal ones from the sale I got from Wally World. But just going into our different zones too, I said before to Robin about how like here it would be taro, it would be yams for a potato starch, and you guys can actually grow all different types of potatoes for a potato dish. Um, so one of the things, at least that was successful for me, in fact, my husband actually almost cut the whole thing down, and I didn't want it all cut down. I wanted to reserve some, was chaya, which is just a green. You can grow your greens. And chaya is an Aztec spinach, if you don't know. And I have other tropical spinaches. In fact, I heard Johnny mention some of the tropical spinaches. I do not have Malabar. I find it a little too bitter. I've got the
it's only good
Okinawan.
cooked and it's kind of,
Yeah. And
yeah.
it's got a little
Don't
bite. It's
expect
mucilaginous.
credit.
Yeah, mucilaginous too. Yeah, yeah. But the chaya, you have to boil it for 20 minutes because it's one of those tropical vegetables that has I don't believe it's cyanide. Is it cyanide or anyway, you've got to boil it out. You've got to boil out the lovely poison that keeps the bugs off of it. But that's why it does so well here. Like the bugs won't eat it while it's raw. So I have chaya for my greens instead of spinach, which it's really a dense green vegetable. What I like to do with it is usually I'll boil it and then I'll dry it in my oven, like dehydrate it on the lowest setting and powder it. And you can, sprinkle it into smoothies and things like that. Another thing that was successful and I still have in my freezer is mulberries. I'm probably going to save those for maybe New Year's and do some kind of, or even like the day after Christmas, do a mulberry crumble or, mulberry pie. I haven't decided quite yet. That is, and then the banana, I wanted to try banana bread pudding,
Oh, yum.
my husband won't do rum though, and I would like it like with a rum kind of flavored sauce. He doesn't like those kind of flavors, but I don't know if he'd even try a bread pudding because of the texture stuff. Like he loves pie, but
That you can
he
make a banana pudding with vanilla wafer cookies
Mhm.
and the banana
He would eat that.
cookie. It's a treat. And sometimes, when you get in the holidays, sometimes having a little bit lighter option along
Mhm.
with the chocolate cake, and the heavy stuff is nice for those who don't want, you know.
Right. Yeah, no, that it gives another option. The other banana idea too is um you make cinnamon rolls with them. And I've done this too with my candied sweets left over because I candy them in the dark brown sugar and butter, and they sit and you just candy them in the on top of the stove while everything else is cooking. You kind of just baste them in that mixture. Oh my gosh, they're so good. They're just like dessert, instead of making the souffle, but you could do it too with some of the souffle, and you can use canned cinnamon rolls the next morning if you want to, and you slather in the bananas. You cut the bananas and you roll them up inside the cinnamon rolls, and then you place them, and then you also put like a heavy cream over top and then stick them in the oven that way. Uh, Looked so good. I would love to try that, but I love bananas Foster, so I would want to caramelize my bananas first and probably chop them and caramelize them a little bit and then throw them in like a gluten-free cinnamon roll. Don't know if I'll do that this Christmas. I mean, it's a lot of work. We'll see. Uh, we'll see. But those are the things that I know I can count on in my garden is I've got the tropical greens, I have the mulberries, I have the bananas, and my yams I have. In fact, I pulled some more of those yams out of that area that I'm clearing. Um, but same thing. My husband's used to potatoes, so I might have to use them for something else and sneak them in there. Maybe rolls. Like I could make it like a potato roll, like how they do that. I'm not really sure. If you guys have ideas and you're watching this in the replay, give me some ideas for my tropical yams. They're a starch and they taste just like a potato once they are boiled down. And they do have a little bit of purple color to them though.
Are they sweet?
So
Are they sweet like
no,
they're
it's not like a sweet potato. It's just a starch that they use in Asia and the tropics.
okay.
It's actually it's Discoriolata is the family, and they are, how do you say it? They're the ones that by the second year they can get as big as your head if you can leave them in a tropical ground. They will come right back up and they get huge. And also they grow them too, like in the Philippines. They're the ubi yam to them. And they steam them sometimes alongside of steaming their green bananas and making this, it's almost like a paste that they make out of bananas in the peel. They leave the peel on and everything and just mush it all up together with like cream and sugar and eat that.
I've done yams before, but a regular yam's a little sweet.
Yeah,
Um,
the
where
orange yams are
I get a
considered,
slice of
yeah.
yam and a slice of peach, a slice of yam, a slice of peach,
Yeah.
put a butter drizzle and herbs over top of that, and that turns out nice.
Right. What
It's
did you for this year though? What do you see coming out? Because you grew a lot. You grew tons of stuff, both you and Shawnee. Are there things that you guys are bringing to any of the holiday
yeah.
kind
Wait,
of?
I have questions. Hold on.
Oh,
The rum conversation. It's because it's
yeah.
alcohol, right?
Well, yeah,
So,
yeah.
like,
I mean, you can
it's
use
not
rum
about the
flavoring.
flavor?
It is about flavor.
Because so,
Anything
yeah,
that
you can't
tastes.
use rum extract because it's the flavor. So then you're
Hmm.
going into your orange juice or apple juice
Yeah, or maple. I could do maybe a maple
Mhm.
flavor or brown sugar, but then
for
that's like
the
another.
banana bread pudding. That was that one, right?
Right,
Okay.
right.
And then this Discoria a lot of yam conversation. So
Yes.
I see pancakes listed here, and then I
Oh,
see ube is a Filipino dessert, ube pie or ube jam for a
yeah.
Thanksgiving use.
Okay, jam. What did
Um,
they do? Yeah.
I don't know. So I don't know what he eats because we're trying to please the
Yeah.
Floridian husband here.
This is chaya, by the way. This is what the leaf looks like. This is actually David the Good's
Oh, you got the
wife's
cookbook.
book. Yes.
Ooh.
I need to know how to cook the stuff I grow.
Yes.
It's the different types of chaya. This one I might get in trouble with because people might mistake it for something else. This is the one that I grow. Um, yeah,
So does she
you
have,
know,
like, a
Lord,
Thanksgiving chapter?
I don't know. I think it's just
Okay,
all different. I
per
looked through
plant.
it before, but
Mhm.
it's yeah, per
Okay.
plant. Holy. Okay, I just saw a picture of their long beans. Okay, here's actually no, that's their sweet potato. Oh, I have grown purple sweet potatoes, and I think you guys have heard me say I made a sweet potato pie out of it, and he wouldn't eat it because it was purple.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why I'm
okay.
like, what about a purple pancake or
Now, see,
jam? Yeah.
that the purple pancake would be fun for my kids, even if he doesn't eat it. Um, that would be fun, or purple waffles. They would probably think that was really neat.
If it if
I'm
it acts like a potato, maybe fritters?
yeah, yeah, maybe
Is it
fritters.
'cause it like, he's just not gonna eat anything purple? I mean, it might be our problem here.
Yeah, well, because when I make stuff like that I grow, that he's not like getting from a store, he's like, "Are you experimenting on me?" I'm like, "No." Oh, by the
Oh,
way, hi Dave Knight. Hi, I'm so sorry. And I saw Andrew, you squeaked in here, and GT. Hi, welcome in. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you guys.
he's
Um,
not one to eat from the land, Carol,
yeah, I'm gonna have
even
difficulty
though it all
unless
came from
yeah.
someone's land,
Mhm.
sir. Okay.
Well, if I could grow like if I can grow a lot of peas and sneak them in to like a bag in the freezer, he would eat them. Like
Yeah.
if he didn't know that it came from my garden and I just
Well, 'cause he's not from
snuck it.
Florida, correct? What state was he from?
Actually, he was born in Washington State
Oh,
and
that's
then most of
different.
his life. Yeah, most of his life has been in Florida. His mom's family though
You
is from
think
like
he'd have
Ohio.
it under
Mhm.
control of eating the things that aren't at the store. Anyways, I'm
Right.
sorry. Robin,
No, go
what's
ahead.
next about things?
Okay, so, just like, Maureen, I grew the cushaw.
Yes. So
So
beautiful.
for Thanksgiving, I am going to bring roasted cushaw. So I'm gonna roast
Ooh.
it with some onion and the garlic, and for, um, the herbs, I'm gonna use my dehydrated parsley and, thyme.
Nice. Very. Wow,
Uh,
that's a lot.
right, so, it that cushaw is beautiful when you roast it, and you
Mhm,
actually let it get a little caramelized, so a little bit
mhm.
browned, and it's
Right.
oh, it's so tasty.
I
So
wanna try
that
one.
see, my brother-in-law's hosting, so that's what I'm one of the things I'm bringing. The other thing I'm bringing
True, true.
is
Let me go ahead,
is
Robin, I'll
a
get to it.
is a compound butter.
Mm,
So
Oh,
that
nice.
Anaheim pepper powder that I made with the
Mm,
Anaheim. So
mhm,
what I'm gonna do is I will take a stick of butter and I will soften it. Not liquefy, but soften it. And then I'm going to put the pepper powder and then some of the lime and the parsley, and then probably a little bit of black pepper. I'll use a salted butter, by the way. And then after I get the things all combined with it, I'll roll it in wax paper so that
okay.
it's about the size of a butter stick
mhm.
and put it in the freezer. And then when I serve it, I cut it in little patties to
Nice.
make it pretty because
Yes.
it's going to look pretty
Mhm.
as a compound
Ooh,
butter. And
yes.
so that'll be for the rolls. But that came from the garden. And if anybody wants to see how I make the compound butter, I have an episode out there. It's episode 34 in my playlist about compound butters. And then, I also have episode 69 is about making this cushaw into a soup,
Awesome.
which it turned out gorgeous. Um, but yeah, those
Um,
are, and the other thing that I'm going to now, all right, this is truly the easy way, but sometimes we have to do the easy button, right?
Easy way good. I like easy.
So Trader Joe's has a nice flavored turkey gravy every year, so I got myself a couple of these. So I'm
Mhm.
starting with that. Just full disclosure, I'm taking the easy button, but I will bring an onion and some garlic, and I'll bring
Nice.
some mushrooms, and my brother-in-law should have drippings from the bird, and
Mhm.
I'll put it all together and I'll make a really nice gravy, but I'm not pressured to worry that if there's not enough drippings, there's not enough whatever, that there won't be
Mm.
a gravy.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. I know
I
that
mean, that's
feeling
happened.
sometimes.
I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever had that happen to you, but it's
Mhm.
happened to me before, and so I just don't wanna be left out cold. That's it's a little
Yes.
it's a little insurance in a couple of boxes.
Oh, yeah, no, you don't I have, Pacific is the brand that I use. It's their
Mhm.
organic, and I start with their turkey broth. So it has a base, and then I also use to even bump it up more, I use the, Better Than Bouillon, the
Oh, yeah.
organic chicken. I haven't found the turkey. I don't know if they
I
do
don't know
that
if they make
anymore.
it I don't know if they make a turkey.
Yeah,
They
but I
make
love their
beef and
yeah.
chicken for sure. I love
Yeah, I
turkey.
like me too. I only use, a little bit unless I'm making something for myself, I'll make it like the ramen because I don't do ramen packets or anything anymore. But I love noodles and I'll use that for my noodle base. But the other thing I got was a cream by Pacific, the cream of turkey, just in case, something happens, just like you said. But I usually roast my turkey necks and I use that base stock, and then if it needs a bump up, then I go to the Better Than Bouillon. But I'll use like, the celery, the carrots, and the onions in it. We didn't used to use garlic on Thanksgiving, which was really weird in my family because we love garlic. But garlic was kind of, no, that's not a Thanksgiving thing. So bizarre. And Shawnee had mentioned
But
something like that
it
she
probably
was,
I definitely say that I mean, I like garlic just like you like
I
garlic,
love garlic.
but, for Thanksgiving, I use probably a quarter of the amount of garlic that I would put in most of my meals.
What Amazon has the turkey. What turkey? Like a turkey? We need more words, like Shawnee says. We need
Oh,
more
the Better
words.
Than Bouillon turkey?
Oh, they have the base. Oh, the turkey base. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I got thank you, Storms. I don't know if I can get it here. We'll see. I'll have to look at what the overnight's on it. Turkey is spent here, but seagulls are free. Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you. I got it. Oh my gosh. Tigsy came in and she reminded me of something that I forgot to say, and then we can turn it over to Shawnee if you're done, Robin. You have such great ideas. I love the idea of the compound butter too and slicing it. And I've seen even people who take like freeze it like or refrigerate the slices between wax paper and then even add like a little herb on top of the compound butter to make it
Oh,
even more
as
like
they serve it? Okay.
more fancy. I forgot to mention that down here in Florida, we don't grow cranberries, but our cranberry, what they call Florida cranberry, and Tigsy grew a ton of roselle. This is my little
Okay.
much. That's all I have left because I was making tea out of it while I was sick, and also because of the white fly. You can make a Florida cranberry sauce with that and with like an orange juice or, orange rind, and they use that.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
that's what I
delish.
that's exactly how I make the, cranberry relish is with orange, uh, and sugar and
Mhm. I
fresh
love that.
cranberries. Oh, yeah.
And it would go good too with, like, hot apple cider, adding that in, the roselle, and boiling it down together. Oh,
Uh,
you're gonna make compound butter too, Tixie? Awesome. I might
it's
have to
cheap,
do
guys.
that.
Making a compound butter is delicious, it's cheap, and
For
it
real?
makes you look a little gourmet, and it
Yeah.
really is easy peasy.
And Shawnee mentioned the use of your herbs, and one of the suggestions in her video was the compound making compound butter. Shawnee, what about you? One of your things that you made or were talking about to me, I didn't get to finish listening to our messages. I was
It's
like
9 minutes.
halfway in.
It's okay.
Yeah, no, I wanted to. I was like, oh, it's okay. You know,
Just
Shawnee's wife.
didn't know it was gonna
Uh,
turn into that.
it's fine. You know mine. I'm
It's like,
novel.
I'm still talking. I should stop. Yeah.
It's fine. No, but you mentioned an apple orange salad. It
Yeah.
had what is that
So
you guys
first I wanna
make?
go back to Robin and go,
Oh,
there's an
yes, the
important
question.
I always have to full circle
Yeah,
here. The important part I liked about Robin talking about the ways she's gonna use the garden to then take to another household for a family gathering
yes,
is doing it ahead of time, saving ourselves the steps that day. She can make that butter any day this week to then have it ready
yeah,
to go. I'm not sure,
true.
are you gonna cook your squash at your house or his house?
I'm gonna cook it here, and then we'll just warm it.
Yeah, reheat it.
Mhm.
Yep.
Nice.
I did bring my
We
my
could,
clipboard.
I don't know about you girls, but that's always the hardest part. You got one oven.
Yes.
We usually do the bird on the grill so that,
Uh-huh.
we don't
Oh,
have
nice.
the oven.
What do
But
you spatchcock it on the grill? How do you guys do it on your grill?
no,
Is it a
just
smoker?
it cooks it. It usually takes about, oh, I think it's on there about 3 hours. My brother-in-law is actually the one that does it. Baste it with butter,
Oh, is
and
it a rotisserie? Like, how is the turkey
no,
going on the grill? I'm so
it's, um,
just
you put it
just so
low down and in a pan so it catches
okay.
the dripping. Uh,
Yeah, okay.
Put the
and
pan in the grill, take the grate
Mhm.
out?
You're kind of side dressing the coals.
Oh my gosh, she does
Holes.
it in the coals and everything?
Yeah,
Wow.
but
Homestead Aquarius would love that.
oh my gosh,
Wow.
then you have the
Yummy.
whole oven to do your, cooking because I mean, one Christmas I made
Uh-huh.
an elaborate meal, and I told my sister-in-law, like, she wanted to know how she could help. I'm like, "Here's how you could help. Just tell me
Yeah,
how I can make this all come out at the same time because I know how to make all of this stuff and you guys could help me make it, but
right.
it's getting it to all come out at the same time."
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah,
fun. I
'cause
love this.
I'm
Start making candy tomorrow. My sis is coming over to make pies Sunday. I love that. That's so great. Go
yeah,
ahead.
there's something you can do every day, like, if you really wanted to map it out, there's something you could do every day, like, 4 days ahead,
Right.
to be ready for Thanksgiving if it's all on you.
Mhm.
Uh, I was gonna
Your
say
salad. I was asking you about your salad,
I'm
or are
I
you
was
still on
gonna
Robin?
I was gonna
Okay.
say, there's an ad and it's distracting me. I was gonna say none of us have the 2 oven household. Like, I don't
Right.
think anyone in this room has
No.
2 ovens in their
Oops.
household, like
Yeah.
some
No.
people.
Mm.
Right.
Um, okay, so let's see,
Kosher households do. If you guys don't know, that was one thing I learned just being friends with Yosi over in Israel. I
2
was
ovens?
watching actually. They have two ovens because yeah, the
Okay.
one is for Shabbat or their day, their day of rest
Yeah.
specifically. Yeah. And because of kosher, it depends on how like not I'm not saying every Jewish household. I'm saying like the what do you call it? Blot, I think kosher. It's where they're at the highest level of kosher and they can't mix anything. So this oven cooks this, that oven cooks that,
Oh,
but then
okay.
they also have one oven that keeps things warm during that day without somehow using electricity. It's very confusing to me, but it works. They do it. So anyway, go ahead, Shawnee. Yes,
Yeah,
none of us have that
I
going
don't. So,
on.
like, we'll be doing the turkey in an electric roaster.
Nice.
So
Oh, that'll
anyways,
work, yeah.
well, and it's you don't have to baste it, it, like, steams it,
Oh, okay,
and,
cool.
that's
Nice.
the only way I do it. So I grew
Also,
butternut squash, so we're gonna take that and we're going to technically, the recipe I'm following is to Hasselback it, but
okay.
I'm not gonna fully Hasselback it. And the glaze is gonna be maple syrup, butter, cinnamon, and pumpkin pie spice. And
Ooh,
so the squash I'm providing from the
Oh,
garden, I don't have any of that other stuff. I'm not making my own maple syrup at this time.
yeah.
Uh, so we're gonna cook that ahead of time and then glaze it and reheat it the day of. And then I'm gonna try and use all the carrots that I grew to do a glazed carrot with the butter, honey, brown sugar classic, right?
Mhm.
The potatoes I got from a farm in the next county over. So didn't grow those, but they are locally grown. And I am going to make those ahead of time just with the butter. And then during serving, I'll heat it with milk. And then the green apple, red apple, grapes, navel orange with lemon salad is bite-sized pieces cut up, and then you toss orange juice with some sugar, apple pie spice, and zest of lemon and orange on it. And I'm hoping that's going to work because everything's touching. And some people
Mm,
don't like that. And I'm like, well, it's coming out together this year. I can
right.
just sorry
You
guys.
don't like
You
it
know,
touching, huh? That's
well,
interesting.
Shawnee knows my deal with me, if she
I'm
understands what
pretty
I
sure
have.
I'm gonna have 5 people come at me about it touching, just predicting
Yeah.
that.
I
Oh,
had
And
three. Everybody else is picky. I only have to be picky because of my medical stuff. If I didn't have the medical stuff going on, I never been picky. I pretty much would eat everything. Except for when I was growing up, I would not touch fish or mushrooms. And then as I got into high school, I ate both. Like they didn't bother me and I ate both and liked them both. Go ahead, Shawnee, but yeah, I have that too.
so then I
Hey,
think
girl.
I'm gonna try and serve the turkey on a bed of parsley like I am fancy
ooh,
Yeah,
and see how many
okay.
people can complain about that. And then,
okay.
let's see, the scalped corn, I didn't grow corn and I won't be next year. So
Mm.
that's the
But
end of
that's
the
because
clipboard
of
for that one.
location. You're near fields that grow corn, and it's just more
I can go
difficult.
buy the best sweet corn, I'm gonna say, in
Mhm.
Minnesota, uh,
Right.
locally,
And
so I don't need to
because you're
grow it.
organic and maybe some of those cornfields are not, the bugs are all gonna come and sabotage your corn, not the ones that are using things to keep them off, is what I've found when I first started organic gardening. It was like somebody sent out a call to all the bugs, like, "Here's the place that's not using pesticides. Come on." Yeah,
I also have a different aspect besides the edibles that I'm gonna bring to the table from the garden,
I
and
love that.
I spoke a lot about it in the video.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of decor, like,
Mhm.
little tiny pumpkins, and that's something when we get into, like, next year, I want to grow more dried flowers maybe and have a dried flower
Right.
bouquet for the table this next
Yes. I
season.
love that idea.
Don't ask me what flowers right now because that's not in my head, but,
Right.
what I did and I'm gonna take a picture of the table setting and talk about it in a future episode, where the centerpiece is actually jars of seeds from the land. Uh,
I love that.
the seeds, some of them are from my mother's garden, and we've either
Mm,
just kept planting them or I hadn't planted them, they're just sitting or they're in the freezer. So I have them labeled, that's like the ancestor section.
mhm.
And so, like, just sharing them with us at the table is important to me to teach my family.
Yeah.
And then I have all of the seeds we've saved from our land and they're labeled. And so
I love that.
I don't plan on bringing envelopes because
Mhm.
there is one gardener in the family besides me to like say, hey, packet some up today and have it. I'll probably just say next year when it's planting time, get a hold of me and you can have
Yeah.
some seeds then if you want it. And so they're in glass jars so you can see the seed and it has a tag in it. And my daughter actually helped me package it all up. And the plan
Oh, I
is
love
once
that.
this is over, then we're going to properly store the
Right.
seeds, because they don't
Mhm.
want they should be in a cool, dark, dry place, not the
Mhm.
center of a table on the kitchen in the sun. So it's
Right.
just for this time. I just thought it would be, I don't know. I want our seeds to be talked about and seen and
Mhm.
spoken to. And there's a I don't know if it's out
Mhm.
yet. I think it's members only. It's about our ancestors and
Yeah.
having the seeds in their pockets and what they went
Yep.
through and like what's our excuse? If you
Right.
don't understand seed saving basics, Robin Gardens and I did a whole episode. Catch it on the replay over on my
Excellent.
channel
Yep.
because we just need to start.
Right. Absolutely. And I love that when you said that. Not only in their pockets, they sewed them into their hems when they were traveling. So they would be sewn into their clothes in case too, like if they were stopped or anything and searched, they had them in the hems of their clothes so they wouldn't lose their seats.
Hmm.
And it's like we don't have that value for the seed anymore because we're not necessarily gardening and doing gardening to table. It got lost when, like, I saw it get lost in our family from my grandfather was still farming. And then when my parents came along, they farmed and worked hard. They were the, kids on the farm working hard. But when they grew up, it was consumerism. It was, oh, you can get a frozen dinner. Oh, you can get that at the store. You
Oh, the
don't have to
frozen
do that
dinner in the
hard work.
microwave, Carol. Yes, when that hit the thing. Yes.
Convenience. Plus,
Oh,
they were working them too. It was like, you can have this great job and you can have anything you want. And it started that whole huge ball of consumerism. And I'm a huge part of it. And, here I am on Vine. And that's what I
mhm.
was looking at my house today. And I'm like, uh, what am I doing? I'm like totally being what I don't really want to be. Like, it's, you know, what am I doing? So, yeah, that's where it got lost. I saw it get lost. But my father still kept a small garden always, or grew a little something in each place because we moved around a little bit before we moved here. It was here, sadly, where he said, I'm not doing vegetable gardening anymore because I'm not dealing with the soil, the sandy soil. Yeah, we need to. I agree. I love that you have the old seeds from your mom and like the
Oh, isn't
family
that just
handed down.
that'll help have mom at the table too.
Yes, that's what I was thinking too. When she
Right.
said, I don't know, I'm like, I know. I know. It's
Because
like
yeah,
those.
if people don't know, my mom she's not with us anymore. So
Yeah, those are the seeds she touched and she harvested and she saved. So very special.
Very
I
special.
know, even Miss Sharon saying that's so sweet. Those who know you are like, woo. But that's my for me, like what we were going to talk about in the future was propagation because of down in Florida, you propagate a lot rather than just saving
right.
seeds, you propagate.
Mhm.
And I propagated a plant that I've had, and it's almost as old as I am. It's that queen of the night blooming cereus that my dad had out on his patio. So I know like how those, and the same thing, that plumera that I cut came from my parents' place before they moved out. It was like, oh, well, we signed the papers. I'm like, oh crap, I gotta get plants. Wait a minute. And I took the smaller plumera, which was the pink one. They had a huge yellow one, and a neighbor gave me cuttings of a yellow one later. But I have things like that too, and they're very meaningful. I would love to have seeds. And you gave me that idea, Shawnee, to see if I can get in touch with my brother who might know if we have any cousins that kept gardening who might have any of our grandfather's seeds that, just were passed down because it wasn't a thought like in my family. My mom, once she was off the farm, she didn't want to go back to that. She'll cook the meal. My dad would bring the stuff in, she'll cook it. We all weren't really picky eaters in the family. I think just milk products. Mom, if it was creamy, she didn't like it. Like when you mentioned that salad, that's why I keep going back to it. My mom made a Jello salad, and I think it was supposed to be like Waldorf Jello salad,
Okay.
and people actually put in the mayo. And she's like, I'm not doing creamy. So ours was always clear, and it would be in the middle of the Thanksgiving table. And made me think of that. And I'm like, I gotta do something like small. Not she used to do the whole like Tupperware mold, like the bundt cake mold, and that would
Mhm.
sit in the middle of the table. But I need to do something small like that too, just to have that on my table, in memory of her. But also it was good. Like it was a good little salad. And I could deal with some of the gelatin for my stomach, for my gut. But yeah, I love that idea of seeds as a decoration and also keeping our ancestors with us at the table and what they've kind of sown into the land, but sown into us too, that we desire to go back to doing that.
I think
Well, I
it's a
think,
good conversation piece. I'm hoping I'll
oh,
report back. Okay, when we all see each
yes,
other
yes,
next
we
week
want to hear,
on
we want to
how
hear the
this went,
report back.
or if people are be like, "What's this clutter on the table?"
Oh yeah, I'm sure Living Miracle had she moved and she's got all her plants at her old property down here. Wait a minute, I missed this. We pick berries and wild greens. The same place our aunts. That's wonderful to have that connection. Yes, you're at the throwing out stage. Yep, I was. I was doing is it the Swedish death cleaning? where you just basically ask the person who you would be leaving it to, do you want this? If you don't want this, then let's sell it or get rid of it, donate it. The only thing we have is a rose bush that I believe is my great great grandmother's. That's wonderful. Dug it up and planted it on our property. How's it doing? You guys can grow roses better than I can down here. There's so much moisture and fungus. It's like, oh, hated living in the country. My mom hated it. She tried all she could to make a city girl out of me. Didn't work. Just made me hate the city more. Yep. My mom wanted to be a city girl, Miss Sharon. It's funny because when she was young and she had lost her father at 4, they were on the farm for a while, but that was very stressful and they moved towards the city, probably because that's where the jobs were, like for her mom. And she was sick the entire time, but she always wanted to go back to the city. She liked to visit New York because it wasn't that far from Bucks County and PA. And she had a real affinity for the city, but she also had an affinity for clothes. And you ruin clothes when you're on the farm. And she loved clothes. She had a real love for them. When we talk about like kitchen Nazis and clothing, not clothing, laundry Nazis. My mom was a laundry Nazi. You'd never messed with the laundry because she knew how to take care of different stains, and you just did not mess with the laundry.
You
Back
know,
and forth.
my
Go ahead.
parents both grew up on farms. My dad grew up on a tomato farm. They did hothouse tomatoes, trucking,
Oh
and
wow.
um, my mom grew up on a farm until she was probably like 9 or 10. Her dad passed away, and so they moved off the farm. But yeah, so they both had the growing in their blood. Although by the time
Mhm.
I was a kid, my dad just had some garlic and tomatoes, and that was about it.
Good night, Kathy. Have a good night. That yeah, my their farm, my grandfather's farm on my father's side, they did a lot of corn. I believe they did a lot. They did turkeys. In fact, one year their turkeys were stolen, and then they got those other birds that everybody say are a pain in the butt, but they're very good at alarming a farmer. Uh, can't think of the name of the darn bird.
Mhm.
Hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
They're the ones that flew off, and Maya, and on Roots and Refuge, they had some, and they kept flying off the farm. They needed them as an alarm, and they kept taking off. But yeah, my dad said he hated those things because they also would go off when he would come home past curfew and get him in trouble.
Guinea fowl.
Guinea fowl,
Is it
thank you.
guinea
Yes, the
fowl?
guinea fowl.
Okay.
But he told me like back then it was like 10 cents an ear of corn when they would go and sell it at market. I know they sold other things, but not sure which. I love this idea. That would
We
be a great show in itself because a lot of people think they can't grow anything around
yeah.
the walnut
I
trees.
just I have to think about walking through it to pick up the walnuts
Crazy
is
like
why
that.
we don't plant anything under it usually. But it's like,
Yeah.
well, maybe I should develop it and try something.
Yeah.
It's very
Plus,
very
go ahead.
interesting. I had the fruit segment of the
Mhm,
Master Gardener classes,
Oh,
mhm.
yeah?
and you know how the YouTube world is all about the fruit guilds and
Yes.
planting this and that with your fruit trees and whatever.
Yeah.
Yep. What
And
does the
they're
class
like,
talk
"Don't."
about? Independent.
Yeah, no,
They're
yeah,
like, "Don't." Yeah.
don't put anything under your trees.
Ooh.
Oh, that would make
Is
me
it
mad.
for is it competition of nutrients? Is that why they say nothing under
Yeah,
them?
basically, to,
Wow.
not within, to the drip line of the
Oh,
of the
okay.
fruit trees in particular.
Okay.
So,
Hmm.
yeah,
I guess you could do a little of each. Just put them outside the drip line. Some
I just thought that
interesting.
was so interesting because it's like the hot thing in the YouTube world.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Well, it's permaculture. That's why. It's a totally different thing. Like than like you go and take a permaculture design course, they're always going to have differences between like the University of Florida's, thing that you're taking the Master Gardener class. They're going to have, it's the like the hippies against the professors at the
Yeah, it's like the tests get tricky, Carol, because we have to let go of our
Oh,
what
yeah.
we think for personal reasons and what we were
Yes,
taught in the books for this test.
yes, yes.
Amen on that one.
Yeah, and it's funny because, like, down here, I know, I think, and you guys heard me say it before, but somebody might not know this. Dave the Good, when he was, I guess, working with the University of Florida somehow extension, they did like a lot of flowers and ornamentals. They weren't even into gardening food. Like, they
Mhm.
didn't have the Master Gardener where it had sections on like growing your own food.
I hear that a
Uh,
lot,
hmm
that the
It was
courses were not food growing, and I thought,
no.
"What is the point?"
Well, yeah, like what happened? How did we go from farms to no, we just grow flowers and pretty looking
Ornamentals.
things and ornamentals. If they're pretty, then we'll grow it.
So
Just
Crazy Life Homestead says Waldorf salad. My mom used to always make a Waldorf salad for
aw,
Thanksgiving and Christmas. And she
yeah.
just like that, only she'd also put grapes in hers.
That's what my mother-in-law did. She made it the first time, and it was the first time I ever saw one. She also would do like a chicken Waldorf salad where it was like a chicken salad, but with the apples and the, like you said, cut grapes, some walnuts. Maybe put that on top of lettuce with the mayo and whatever else she mixed in. But I think it was just really plain. It was like just Hellman's mayo. Um, it was funny because her and my mom were both Hellman's girls before, things started happening to brand names and things going into them. That was before soy oil was in all our mayos. But yeah, she was the one first time I saw her saw somebody make a Waldorf. I was 20. You're a Hellman's girl too.
I was trying
Careful.
to look for holiday garden to table cookbooks.
Yeah,
Um, I don't know if any of them were good. It was a quick search. I think at least 5 came up, and I can't flip through them. You know how I
right.
hate that when they don't post what the inside looks like? So, Robin, I
Yeah.
wanted to ask you because you kinda know cookbooks. Do you have any, holiday garden cooking, you know what I'm saying, cookbook lists?
Not No, not specifically holiday.
Okay,
I'd have to say,
right.
um, no. But, do you, Carol?
I don't know of a specific one, but that was one important point that Chat actually brought up because I talked to she's changed her name again to Alex. So anyway, she was saying one thing that's nice about tonight and us getting together is you are hearing from real gardeners and their experiences and what they're going to grow and take to the table. And some of those books now are written by AI. They're written by people, not people. So you have to be really careful. That's probably too like why you couldn't peek in the book because it might be an AI book that they have. But no, I don't know of any farm to table for the holidays. I knew there was a lady, but it wasn't farm to table, but you could probably use some of her recipes who did like anti-inflammatory, but now I can't think of her name, the chef. She was an anti-inflammatory chef and had not just anti-inflammatory, what's the word I'm thinking of? For people who have allergies. She was good at making foods for people who had different types of allergies, and so they could do the holidays too, and it wasn't, just tofu, turkey. It was her recipes are excellent, so I'll have to look into that. I don't know.
Holidays at our gatherings, are interesting because of we have vegans, a pescatarian, a no red meat.
Oh, wow.
So
Oh, wow.
you have to make sure that you have a variety of things. The group that is coming to Thanksgiving is, eats everything, all of them. So it's
Yeah.
big it's a portion of the family from my brother-in-law's side, so
The ones that really are strict just need to bring their own side dishes so they know that they have something there that they can eat, I think, when you've got a situation like that. Like and I think a lot of them do. Like if they have a really strict diet, they usually do, "Hey, can I bring a side dish? Because I can't really have." A lot of them will offer that. Some won't, but I really appreciate that when that happens. Like, but ours is just us, so I just have to worry about my own picky eaters. My
It
husband
is
loves my Thanksgiving, so I'm at least good on Thanksgiving.
it's
Just
really easy to cook for a vegetarian for me, but it's
mm,
really hard for me to cook for a vegan, and
yeah.
I got 3 of them. So
Yeah, that's a hard one. Yeah,
it
absolutely.
is, it's its own set of rules.
Mhm. Mhm.
Tell
Yeah,
tell
no
me
honey.
what's your
Like,
favorite what's your favorite thing, to make with Thanksgiving leftovers?
Oh, I'm making soup, wild rice soup. I already know. I think I might even bring my Instapot and just get the carcass in the Instapot the second we're done carving it and get the broth going while I'm there
right.
still,
Yeah, that's
because
a
'cause I'm
good
making wild
idea.
rice soup.
That's
I
my
went hard
favorite
on
is a turkey soup, and then I throw in a lot of stuff from the garden out of the freezer, from
oh, like
carrots,
Maureen's bucket
the
soup,
the
like the bucket soup.
yeah, the
Have you ever
celery,
heard? Sorry, go
onions,
ahead.
all came from the garden.
Nice. So you mean just your this and that set are left over that you didn't maybe use up?
Mhm. And then
That's really
I like to make a turkey, like, almost like your Waldorf chicken salad you were saying, but
mhm.
a
Yeah.
turkey salad, and, you know, we make sandwiches and then put some of the cranberry sauce and the
Mhm.
turkey, and yeah.
Around here, we
I
make a good old hot dish or a
uh,
casserole. You put everything
mhm.
together and you put
Mhm.
it back in the oven and you heat it up. And then I kinda wanna make a cranberry lemon bar with the leftover
Mm.
cranberry situation.
Yeah.
And I
Mhm.
do have a question. I mean, you guys can go to whatever we're talking about, but I do wanna hit on what's the beverage situation gonna be
Mhm.
to serve people? Because 'cause I'm really stumped on what to do for that. Besides, "Here, put some cranberries in some water." Like,
Yeah.
what am I supposed to do to make everybody happy? Because none of us
Right.
some of them don't like apple juice, like, the whole apple
Oh.
juice thing can't work, and so it's like orange juice
Hmm.
and 7 Up? I don't know, just have water at this point.
Bring your own. Hey kids, get the juice box if you want, and we'll head over there.
And we're NA for this event, so yeah.
Yeah. Learn how to
What
cook.
do you
I
guys
can
serve for a beverage? Does everybody just do you get your own, or is there, like, a
pretty much.
punch or a cider or
You know, I've made a punch in the past, um, but we've sort of morphed away from that, kind of a cranberry-based punch.
yeah, I'm
It
Mm.
panicked that I'm
when
gonna make a gallon of it and then nobody drinks it, and now what?
Right.
yeah,
Right.
so there's, um I'd make what you like so
Mhm.
that if there's leftovers, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Right. Right. You just ask kind of, I guess, your guests, like, would you prefer this or that? And I don't know, take a vote. But I don't like it's just us, so you get what you want to drink. I might make like tea, like iced tea for my husband. He used to like sweet tea, but I haven't done that in a while. Like he's fine with water. We're fine with water. We don't really drink alcohol. We will get spiced cider from like a Whole Foods or like a good quality one, I guess. I would love to grow my own apples. That's the one thing I am jealous of is people
Yeah.
can grow really good apples and do that. Like, oh my goodness. Um, Diva in the Dirt taking like those huge baskets of apples and pears this year. I was like, I would love to have that. I
Yeah,
love
let's
her
not
columnar.
forget to
Her
support Diva
columnar.
in the Dirt and go watch her
Exactly.
Yeah.
content that's been
Mm-hmm.
on her channel and just peruse and let some stuff play while you're sleeping to help support her while she's
Yes.
away.
Yep. Especially if it has a nice long commercial, just leave it play and go do something that you need to get done. Because some of those really help creators if
S
you can let them play.
Or become a member of her club while you're over
Yes.
too.
Exactly.
I don't know if they have it, Shawnee, but Trader Joe's does a one called a winter wassail punch,
Mm.
and that's really nice. It's a cranberry-based punch.
Yeah, remind me the ingredients. Let's see, it'd be cranberry, orange, and something bubbly,
Yeah, I've done
like a
those. Those are
ginger
good.
ale.
Actually, you
Hmm.
can just do it straight up out of the, out of the container. It's
Janet drinks milk.
apple, cherry, blackcurrant, lemon,
Okay.
and holiday spices and orange
Okay.
peel.
I have Hy-Vee. I don't
Sweet
have
tea
Trader
always.
Joe's, so I wonder if there's something at Hy-Vee.
Mhm. Thanks for
Oh.
sharing. We're putting our link up.
Here's the thing, guys. I have this beautiful glass pitcher, and I'm like, I gotta put something in it. What am I gonna put in
Yeah.
it? Flowers at this point?
I have done that. Like what Robin was just saying. I forgot all about that. But I've also gotten Italian sodas and then bumped them up with like putting, like you said, just the cranberries in it to make it look, or you can freeze the cranberries in some ice
It
cubes.
was yep, it was, white grape juice with 7 Up and cranberries and ice cubes, and I thought, "Oh, that's really
Mm,
neat."
yeah. They used to make one with it was Five Alive, which was like all different citrus juices, strawberries that I think they were pre-sweetened, but you basically blend it and they would add, oh my gosh, I don't know how people didn't stroke out with sugar. I think they would add Sprite on top of that and make it like it would kind of foam up and become this like punch.
Is that the
This was
one that
like
you put like sherbet, lime
the
sherbet
ring.
on the top
You can,
to
yeah,
make
you
it
can
foamy?
freeze, you can freeze like that whole thing and they put the like
It's
this.
actually a good punch.
It was really good. It was really good. But yeah, it had so much sugar in it looking back. It's like, "Oh my gosh."
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
the
the
winter
holiday.
wassail sounds really good. Yeah, back then we were fine.
I have a punch bowl downstairs that's gorgeous I got when we got married,
I have one.
and,
Put some apples in it at this point, because
you
what are
know,
we gonna serve people?
it might be 25 years since that thing got used, you know?
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
it's
right.
It was
Yeah, we're
funny when I
pretty
used to volunteer, at a resale store, for charity locally.
mhm.
Every holiday, they would come in and buy the punch bowls that sat there for months.
Oh, wow.
They'd buy them, and then right after, in January, we get this
Mhm.
influx of
Come
donated
back.
punch bowls, so it was like they were renting them, which is
Probably, pretty
perfect for the
much.
organization because
Oh.
they
Oh,
would.
I'm sorry, Hardneck Farms, that happened. I'm so sorry. She said all the
Oh,
raccoons got all their fish. They're stinkers. So the raccoons are really awful to
what's
deal with.
the what's the scoop on the apps? What are we doing for appetizers around here next week? Anybody?
Um, I love that cheese, the Borzen cheese. And so I'll put that out, but Theron has a specific like onion dip that he likes and chips. Mine will
Okay.
probably be with they have like an everything bagel flatbread with the Borzen. I don't know if I'll add anything else to it, but I don't even know if I'll be having that. I'll have to probably push off my Borzen until Christmas because of healing. The too much dairy just
Yep,
makes me sound
yep.
worse. But no, we used to mom would just put out olives, cut up celery, and then we would sometimes like during Christmas time we would have like a clam dip with ruffles. Like it always had to be ruffles. We were really big on the name. Mom was. It was ruffles with the homemade clam dip. I'm trying to think. Like it was really simple because the meal was just so big.
Mhm.
Like you had mentioned, Johnny, like to me, like it's like eat breakfast and then come and we're
That's
gonna
my
have
plan. Is you better
mhm.
eat your breakfast and then you're gonna get served lunch. There's not gonna be anything in between on my table.
Yeah,
The black olives for kids who liked them though were always fun because we're always like, I, got the fingertips and eating them off the fingertips. But anyway, go ahead. Sorry, Robin, I
think
didn't
it
mean to cut you off.
it depends on when we decide we're gonna do the meal. If it's gonna be like a 2 or 3
Mhm.
o'clock meal, then
Mm.
yeah,
Right.
I usually have some, like, cheese crackers,
Mhm.
meat out to
Mhm.
braise, maybe some cut up, veggies, something like
Mm,
that. Nothing too elaborate. I mean, I've done elaborate. One thing that is not that hard and it's really kind of fun and different is to take a date and
mhm,
wrap it in bacon
mm.
and cook those. That's a, you got to cook it until that bacon is crispy, and it's the most interesting taste to have the date with that.
And so
Yeah.
does it give it like a brown sugar flavor? Because I've done like brown sugar bacon in the oven before, and that's delicious with thick bacon, like candy bacon. Oh,
Yeah.
but not for like apps. I've just brought it to a brunch. Does it have that flavor to it? Like it's just
It's like a sweet
candy
and
bacon?
salty. I can't
Mm,
explain it. It's good. It's
I would
good.
like that. I would like that.
Uh,
Oh, that's a huge. Oh yeah, the old cheese balls. I forgot about those.
oh yeah. At Christmas, I usually do a
Mhm.
cheese ball and then
What do you
put
put in
the
yours?
green and the red cut up peppers in there so you get the Christmas
Mhm,
colors going on. And then, I mean, I usually use like a boursin plus a cream cheese for the base.
mhm. Yeah.
I might cut up some good uh, meat from, one of the better meat places and in little itty bitty cubes. And then I roll that
Mm,
in nuts to make a log.
Mhm.
mhm.
It's
Excuse me.
that's a popular one.
Yeah,
It
that
goes
sounds
over
good.
well. Yeah.
You
And
do have good recipes.
it is
I have
not
to say
hard.
that. What was
Now,
that? Well, I didn't.
It's not hard. And it
Right. It just takes planning. That's the part, like, I'm not great at necessarily. So I usually just buy stuff and put it out.
I'm not huge on multiple step things, you know?
Mm, no, no. And like if you're doing anything from scratch, and especially Thanksgiving, there's just a lot going on. Like Shawnee was saying, you can plan certain things out. I learned something from Shawnee actually, where she said she's gonna remake the mashed potatoes, but just leave out the milk and whip it in later. I've seen Martha Stewart do it like over a double boiler, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing
and
that.
I don't
I'm
wanna, like, put it in a crock pot or, like, bake it. I like we said, the oven is real
right.
estate-wise, I
Yeah.
have to warm up squash, carrots, and cook scalped corn, and here's another question, actually. So I was gonna make the dinner rolls the night before, and then I thought, "Well, then they're not warm. Can I just rewarm them, or do I time it so they're thawed, risen, and bake
Mm.
them to be fresh ate?" What's the scoop on how you plan the dinner rolls?
I always make them after everything else. I pop them in.
'Cause
Well,
they take 15 minutes, and so it's like, I just have to have them not frozen. Because I take the
yeah,
frozen and then they rise, so I guess that means I take them out at, like, 6 in the morning,
yeah, and let them rise
right?
and
Is
get
that what
them
everybody
ready.
does?
Excuse me. My daughter
Right.
likes
I'm not a
the
morning person.
Pillsbury croissant rolls, so I have it easy. Just
We
get
use
her
the
those.
shoot, what is it called? Rhodes rolls? That's what we use.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, my husband used to like something similar to that, but we don't get them because then I can't eat them, and then he'll eat all of them, and that's not good. He eats enough bread during the week with his sandwiches.
You
The
know, we
Go
always
ahead.
say we're not gonna do bread, but
Oh,
then
Right.
everybody misses it because you wanna have something to sop up the gravy or whatever,
yeah,
and, I'm making compound butter, so there has to be rolls.
I agree. Yeah, and I
Right.
wanna zhuzh up the stuffing. Technically, we take a box of stuffing, that's my stuffing, and
Mhm.
I like to in my house that I live in, I like to add sautéed celery, carrot, onion, and some herbs,
Mhm. I
but
do that. Yep.
nobody there will eat it if I
Yeah.
Really?
serve it that way,
Oh,
and
wow.
so it's like a struggle on I have to please the crowd.
Oh, my
Right.
my sister
You have
made
to get
the
2
best
boxes, one for yourself to go home with. That's
my sister
mm,
made the best, stuffing, and it had everything you just added, plus cranberries and mushrooms, and
Oh,
I
right.
love it. It was
Mm,
spoonfuls
yeah.
of
That's like
freaking
an anti-inflammatory
there
stuffing.
Yeah,
you go.
totally. It balances out that bread stuff and yeah, all the butter on that day. Yeah,
So
the
delicious.
cranberries. I like the cranberries in it too, but I also like pecans in mine that I've
So
kind of
here's
roasted in butter.
so
Like
here's the question. Does the stuffing go in the bird or not in the bird?
Oh,
none in the
Or
bird,
both?
it's dressing if it's in the bird, and it's
right?
stuffing if it's out. And like I said,
Which is
it's the
crazy.
stovetop box over here, so
Yeah,
not in the bird. What does everybody else do in
I
the chat?
I've done both, but I've kind of taken to just stuffing the cavity of the turkey with
love you, Miss Sharon.
Aromatics.
onions.
Yep,
Okay.
that's what
And
I
oh
do.
Yep.
my gosh, those
Yeah.
onions are so good.
Aren't they? I know. Oh my gosh. Yes, I agree. I love those. I even like the carrots that roast with the turkey too. But it's like everything gets that fat off the turkey. Just oh,
Oh
when
yeah.
you're I burned the biscuits, cut the bottoms off, and called them.
I
So
like it.
when I joined Weight Watchers, it was right around Thanksgiving years
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
And so they talked about the worst things on the holiday table for calories.
Okay.
Right.
The two worst things are the stuffing in the bird and
Hmm.
the pecan pie.
Mm.
I believe it. I believe it.
Did we talk
But
about dessert? What is the dessert menu for
no.
everybody this season?
Oh,
What do you got going on?
my brother-in-law, that's his gig, so
Hmm.
he'll have a few
Would it be
things.
a surprise, or
Right.
does he have like a I always make this every year spread?
Oh no, he'll get a variety.
Okay.
Dessert is his gig, so there'll be cheesecake, there'll be pumpkin pie, there'll be some kind of fruit pie. Yeah, yeah.
It's so funny, Miss Sharon, my husband and his family acts sometimes more Southern than we are, even though they're from Ohio, as far as like what they cook. And he doesn't like cornbread. His mom would eat cornbread. I'm sure she would make it. He does not like it at all. So I never get to really make it. I haven't gotten to do like a cornbread dressing instead. I use a gluten-free, the cubed gluten-free, kind of like a stovetop because it comes with an herb packet and stuff you can use too. Hey, CC, welcome in.
Hmm.
As for desserts, I already ate half of my gluten-free pumpkin.
You bought it a little early, didn't you?
Yeah, I wanted to see if
Pre-game.
it was yeah, pre-gaming and I pre-gamed. Well, I pre-gamed a small one and I was like, yeah, no, that's pretty good. I probably should try this other one to see if, this is what I want to go with, on Thanksgiving.
Oh,
Because that's the hardest thing is like getting a good crust and getting good bread when you're gluten free.
Mhm.
Because they can be
Truth.
dense.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, it's good. I was having some with my coffee this morning. It's yummy. Excuse me. But for Thanksgiving,
What do you
probably
have,
just gonna get
Robin?
so
what
this
is it getting out?
Costco has this right now,
Uh-oh.
and Al bought it.
Half gone.
I put most of it in the freezer,
Oh, she froze it.
portion it,
Most of it.
but it's
Oh
a tuxedo cake.
Oh,
yeah,
tuxedo
tuxedo cake.
cake. Yep.
We
Those are at
would be
Walmart right
down.
now.
We
Mousse.
would be down with that.
Yeah,
A tuxedo
Yeah.
chocolate. Oh my god.
Shawnee and I could help you with that.
we
Yeah, we
could.
could all sit around and have
Yep.
big pieces
I,
of that.
I'm good for one of these. I can't do it multiple times.
Yeah, no, it's really rich. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, pumpkin cheesecake I like. I've done even a
You know, this is
vegetarian one.
That's
that was
huge.
that was $19, and
Okay.
That's not bad.
Right,
you
that's
can get
huge.
20 slices out of that.
Yep.
Right. The ones at Whole Foods are smaller and they're like 25.
Yeah, the
I
Walmart
think.
one is a rectangle, half that for the tuxedo cake and the tiramisu cake.
Cece, what? My pumpkin pie eating with my coffee already?
Oh my god, and the pumpkin pies at Walmart, I mean at Costco,
Really?
are have you seen, they
Yes.
are ginormous, they
Oh,
are cheap, and they are
Okay.
actually good.
yeah. I bet. Yes, ma'am. I
See,
can't
we
help
don't do
it.
anything
See?
pumpkin at my household. That's gross, you know? Like
Oh,
Nobody
no.
likes it.
we get a French silk pie and an apple pie from Perkins. That's what we do.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, my family always did Mrs. Smith's because my grandmother and her siblings had a restaurant at one time, and Mrs. Smith's was the producer of pies in that area. And yeah, so we, as soon as they went into, I guess, going and selling freezer in the store, that became part of my mom's. My mom was not a total from scratch cooker, but she could do mean turkey, mean gravy. Our mashed potatoes were always awesome. Like her holiday meals were fantastic. She would have been fine as a scratch cooker if she wanted to do it.
Okay.
But yeah,
Oh, wait,
go
sorry.
ahead. No, that's okay. But Mrs.
When you
Smith's, it was usually
well,
pumpkin
we get the
as
Marie,
well.
what's the name? Marie.
Marie
Calendar?
calendars.
Yeah,
Yep.
we get those pies too in a quick pinch when you
Hmm.
don't want to spend $30 on a pie. Um,
Right.
your potatoes for mashed potatoes, do you guys mash them, rice them, immersion blend them? What do you guys do?
I mash with, but I use the mixer, and I put a
Hmm.
little butter and cream cheese in
Oh,
there.
like the
Yep.
beaters?
Yeah.
I put that boursin in there before, and it's so good.
Oh, Orson would be good, but the cream cheese, that's the key.
Oh,
Everybody,
people.
my sister-in-law is like, "Oh, Robin has to do the mashed potatoes." Like,
Right.
it's not that I have to
Yeah.
do
Cream
it, I
cheese
just
is
put a
the
little cream
secret.
cheese in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, cream cheese is the secret. It's the same thing for, like, cheese sauces.
That
Cream
would make
cheese
my
is the
family
secret.
sick. I can't do
Y
that.
You can't
yeah,
put
and
cream
I
cheese in
can't do
there?
it now.
My household here can handle it, but with the people I'm serving, my family,
Oh, yeah.
they can't have it. It makes them sick.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, there's weird it's a whole thing over there with their
Oh my
digestion.
gosh.
Yeah. There's so much
Nice,
stuff,
crazy
yeah.
life.
Pumpkins
Uh,
to use up. Okay.
nice. Let's see.
You
What
use a
other things
mixer. Okay.
I do the mixer too.
Yeah.
Really?
Makes it
I've
light
never
light
done
and
the
fluffy.
beaters. Mm-mm.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
beaters, it makes it go fast.
Eaters.
I'll have to try that because yeah, I'm cooking 5 pounds of potatoes.
Mhm. Oh,
So
see, it's so good,
I
and
don't
so
wanna
is the
rice that
boursin.
many.
No, no, no. Oh,
Mm-mm.
you'd be there for too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My hand would go numb.
Last few years, my mother-in-law rice cooks somehow, whatever that
Okay.
is,
You're
or
if you're doing that
it's just
much, though, Shawnee, the hand one might be hard. Do you have a stand?
Nope, I wish I did. I don't have a
Okay.
stand.
Yeah, that
So,
motor on the little guy is gonna, with
okay.
that much,
I
you
might
might
have to just
or
do it
fit
by
it in a
you
hand.
couple
could
of
half it.
batches. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
half it. Then you could try the cream cheese for you and just give them just have to mark it somehow, yeah.
Just leave it here and not take it there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. The
Yeah,
cheesy
I have to
potatoes
cook
stayed home.
completely differently when I'm cooking for the crowd versus our own people. Yeah.
Oh
I
my
need it. I don't know how I can have it, but oh, sorry, Robin, go ahead. What was that?
No, I said that's a tough crowd.
It's
Yeah.
terrible. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, my family, it outside of the vegan and all of that part, they're like total adventure.
Oh no, not over. I can't use certain spices. I can't use garlic. Nobody can have coffee or tea over there. It's
Wow.
I don't know
Whoa.
how I came from these people, you know? They can't have any of that.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
fine.
Yeah,
It's
no.
because I was premature, that's why.
Yeah, fighter. Fighter. She's a fighter. So all this talk about what we have this year bringing to the table, what is something that you guys are looking towards this next growing season that you want to have maybe for next year's table that you thought, oh, I didn't grow that, but I want to for next year?
Yeah, like,
Uh,
what are we adding to our seed list? Because 'Cause we'll be ordering
yeah.
seeds over the next
Yes,
3
on
months
sale. Black Friday is
to
coming
grow.
up
It's the
indeed.
flowers. I wanna grow flowers to dry that didn't get eaten by bugs to then have some cool bouquets for the winter, for sure,
Right.
Cool.
and some more, like, pumpkin-y things that I can put on the table, like a decor. I wanna grow decor.
Okay. I think that's cool.
So straw flowers, those dry real well.
They
Yes,
do.
they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They do. Yeah, I'm wondering like what will hold on too, like fresh wise up there
I can't do
if you
fresh,
guys
unless it's
okay.
herbs. I
Ba-
have to do dried. I used to have this memorized. Let's see.
Baby's
But
breath dries really nice. My sister was a master at drying flowers. Baby's breath dries really nice.
Mhm.
Um, what is that one called? Stasis?
status?
Status? That one dries really nice.
Okay, let's see.
Um,
Celosia, amaranth, larkspur. Yep, status is on here. Oh, gumfrina. Yep, gumfrina dries.
oh,
Mhm.
You're growing
absolutely.
that.
I
Yeah.
grew it this year for the first time, and
Yep.
those little balls, I definitely think they would dry well.
I think there's some
Cool.
grass in a ditch down the road that I could take and not get arrested for. And then
Yeah.
definitely the straw flower, the status I could try. I can do amaranth for sure. Oh, gumfrina. I could
Mhm.
for sure do those if the bugs don't eat them. But I'm going to be really hardcore with my soil drenching and foliar feeding next season. So we're not going to have
Mhm.
bugs eating everything because my soil will be healthy.
Yeah, and then your plant will be healthier. I know I
Yes,
need to actually
I'm going to
drench my
actually do that.
trees. Now, I want to grow potatoes, green beans for your casserole, and she wants to
Oh, the
grow
green
corn.
beans. Yes.
Oh
That's
yeah.
right.
I don't do
That's
green bean
right.
casserole, but that is
Mm-mm.
totally was on the list of brainstorming.
I make little bags of green beans with bacon wrapped around it, like a little yeah, you get a little portion, everybody gets a little portion that's wrapped in piece of bacon.
So I made the year I did beef. I did
Mhm.
a, a beef um
Crown? The crown
Christmas.
one, or
What?
was it the crown or was it the tenderloin?
Why can't I think of the word for that? Prime
I
rib?
cannot think of.
Pri prime rib?
Yeah, prime rib.
Prime
Yeah.
rib. Okay.
Um, I did asparagus and I wrapped it in, the rollout Poppin' Fresh dough.
Mhm. Yeah.
Phyllo?
It,
Not phyllo.
um,
Yeah.
so I spiraled it around
Nice.
asparagus and
Oh.
had a cream sauce on the inside, like a Boursin cream sauce on the
Gosh, that
inside
sounds
of the
good.
dough with the asparagus, and so everybody got a little portion of that. Oh my god, was that good.
You totally could have gone to like school for cooking
Oh,
and
like, she could
oh
charge
my
a penny
yeah,
for,
she could
a
even do
pretty penny.
classes. And she's so humble about it. She's like, no, it's not a big deal. Like she'll talk about something and she's like, and then I just threw in a little of this and that. And I'm like,
I
how did
just
you think that went with that? That sounds amazing, but I would have never thought that went with that. Yeah.
so my one girlfriend used to say, "Oh my god, Robin, that was so good." I mean, it was pretty because I always wanna make pretty food.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, that's that artist in you for sure.
Mhm.
Oh, you do that one. Okay. The minced garlic, bacon bits, and balsamic vinaigrette.
Yeah, that is not how
Uh,
it works in Minnesota.
yeah, we do something like that with bacon. I don't unless it's a good
Like,
bacon bit. It's real
almond
bacon
vinegar?
usually, but it's for it's Brussels sprouts that way with like a nice balsamic or a nice what's the darker red one, Robin, that's thick or Shawnee. Um, you
I
use
don't
it in
know.
a caprese salad. It's the thicker red wine one.
Red wine vinegar?
It's not a red wine vinegar. It's
Oh,
really
okay.
thick. It's really like
Balsamic.
it's a balsamic, but it's not. I don't think it's just balsamic, is it?
Okay,
Maybe it
let's
is.
Well, they do
Yeah, it is balsamic, but don't they have one that's like extra
well, they make
thick?
them like a fig balsamic or a whatever,
Yeah.
and some of them get thicker, yeah, definitely.
Okay. Because I'm thinking, you know what it is I'm thinking red wine vinegar when she's saying balsamic, but balsamic is the right vinegar. Sorry, Crazy Life Homestead. My brain just, I don't know, took a little mild vacation for a
Carol's a
second there.
visual learner, everyone, so when it's just text, it's a little hard.
Yes.
We're just speaking the truth
Yes.
here.
This is very true. I'm very much a visual learner.
Yes.
Go figure, I don't put up enough visuals on my own channel for other visual learners when I'm doing lives. Most of it's because I don't have the
She
time.
needs
Like,
2 monitors, that's why.
yes, I need 2 monitors and I need a mommy's helper. So if I pull this out, it won't get bent in half on a whim by a certain person, certain child. Black eyed peas, collard greens, ham, and cornbread. The end. Oh, that's
It's
what New
yeah.
Year's Eve? Oh, okay.
Our New Year's is like weenies. It's barbecue sauce. I don't know what we're gonna do. That's usually what we do.
Oh, that is an
Like
appetizer
cocktail.
here.
Yeah.
My daughter loves those, making pigs in blankets. My daughter loves to have
Mm.
those. Bake for 40 minutes. Oh, you're doing the other one. You bake that with the balsam? Oh, I've never heard of that, the balsamic. See, I always thought the green bean casserole had like the cream of mushroom, and those crispy onions on top, and I don't know what else they put in, but I never,
That's what it is in Minnesota.
Yeah.
yeah, I couldn't do that flavor
Which
profile.
it's
Just
gross.
couldn't. We did Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah, we did Thanksgiving dinner 2 weeks ago. I'm going to fire up my teleporter and get a taste of our dinner. Oh, hey, hi, Joe. Talking about holiday. Yep, made the garden grown produce. Yes. Zucchini cake is yummy,
Green
especially
sugar.
chocolate. It gives it that extra moisture, like a chocolate muffin or cake with zucchini in it. It's good. You could even do it probably with, well, I don't know, pumpkin brings enough moisture,
There
but you
was a
could
lot
hide
of
it.
stuff to make with pumpkin for this,
Mhm.
um,
You can make brownies with
conversation.
pumpkin.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
everything. Yeah.
I'll,
right.
I'll tell you, here's a real crowd pleaser every time I make it. Um, Go and you pick the root vegetables, but usually sweet potato, beet for sure.
Thank you.
Um, uh, and then cut them, try to get them all the same, around so you can make them in little, coins,
Mhm.
and then put them in a cast iron skillet and make a spiral every other,
Mhm.
and then, potato, beet, sweet potato,
Oh,
beet,
like
sweet
a
potato.
ratatouille.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's pretty with all the the coins, and then
Mhm.
you can either do it with like a bechamel cheese sauce, a white cheese sauce,
Mhm.
or just olive oil, thyme, parsley, to make
Mhm.
it lighter.
Okay.
Um, and then throw it in the oven, cook it. It's
That's so
so
good.
delicious, and it's always a crowd pleaser. Or instead, if you don't want to make the spiral, which takes a little bit longer, you can just take a rectangular pan and make
Mhm.
rows.
Mhm.
um,
Mhm.
and that's always a crowd pleaser. People love that when I make that.
The roasted root vegetables like that
Mhm.
sound great because it caramelizes, so it's even, oh, more yummy. That sounds good. It sounds really good.
And it's pretty because
It is,
it's
Yeah.
every
yeah.
other one.
Yeah, the colors.
Yeah.
I don't know, that's a good question. Is it? Is it? Hmm.
For in Mexico? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know in
It's a good
Mexico if
question.
it is. And they grow, chaya down there, which is a little bit, it's, because they grow it here in the tropics, I'm pretty sure they grow it where Joe is. It's like a thicker, I was gonna make it, and then I think I froze it, and then I don't know if it got tossed out by the hubby. I chopped it up and froze it to try it because it is a squash, but it grows on the vine. It's the one that looks like it has a little butt. Yeah, it looks like a pear, but then the end has like that drawn in little butt shape to it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, well, like those leggings, that they were selling for a while, if they gathered right in the crack area to make your butt look amazing, which
Yeah.
was they're
They're total
terrible.
garbage when you put them on.
Garbage. Yeah, they were like super thin nylon and horrible. Go ahead, Robin.
So my
Anyway.
brother-in-law's sister one Christmas made the most delicious green beans,
Mm,
and she boiled them and then uh, really quick, like kind of flash boiled them and then put them
Mhm.
under ice water, kind of shocked them, stop them
Right.
cooking, and then threw them back into a pan and blistered them with, I think it was lemon and garlic, and I don't know, I couldn't remember it. And I'm like, oh, please, let's make that for
Mm.
Thanksgiving. Can you do that again? She's like, I don't even remember that. And I'm like, oh my God, don't you remember that Christmas? You had to make it twice because everybody liked it so much. And she can't remember where she got the recipe or what the recipe was.
Oh,
Right. Oh,
that is the
man, I hate
technique
when
that
that
I
happens.
hear about though, like the boil blanch and then you crisp them, saute them up in a pan with butter, and
Mhm.
then whatever you wanna take it to the next level after that.
All I remember was there was like lemon and lemon peel in there.
Mhm.
And then I
Okay.
think she sprinkled almond slivers or something when she
Oh,
served.
yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
It
an
was
almondine, green bean
Yeah, I was
almondine
just thinking green
has
bean,
that.
almondine. Yep, it does.
but it was something
Butter.
about that blistering after a
Yeah,
Mhm.
it
quick
gives it has a crunch then to the outside, and it has that oh, what's the word for when you kinda, like, burn food? I don't remember the flavor
Caramelized?
profile, if it's a caramel or if it's just a crisp or if it's nutty,
Mm.
it
Oh, it
does it
definitely had a
changes.
nutty flavor, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep, but then, like, since you've boiled it and blanched it, it
Right.
has the soft inside at least. It's
Mhm.
it's a very good technique to
Did it
enjoy a
have
green bean.
shallots in it too, by chance? Like a shallot?
It might have. I
Mm,
I
that's good too. I like
I
shallots with
it
green
was
beans like
it
that.
was divine. And
Mm,
the family made her make it twice, again the next night.
right.
See, because we come from all over the country when we get together,
Mhm.
everybody's on top of each other for a few days and we're eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner together. And so
Oh, that would be so
Um,
overwhelming to me.
Joe, we'll have to check out that video again. I'll have
It's
to look and see
none
which
of
one you're
her none of her ones are
referring
honey nut
to.
squash. They're all
Yeah.
crucia
Mm,
and,
we've
candy roaster,
right.
and I just
I
looked
don't know
like,
if
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know if you mean like a recipe. Like Shawnee and I have talked about the honey nut before because I found
Yeah.
one at one of my local stores and I was excited to try it. And then she was saying she grows it.
Mhm.
They're
Yeah,
really
I have
cute.
some.
They're cute, fun size. They're
Yep.
fun size. I like them.
Yeah.
I would
Then
love to grow squash, but I won't have them for Thanksgiving. I don't think. Well, I guess I would. It would just they would be hanging out for a while, and I would need the dry storage. I don't know. Hang it from the ceiling in a basket. I don't know. Like, what did people do when they lived in like smaller places and had stuff? Like how and they brought in the harvest. Where was it going?
well,
Like,
there wasn't stuff like
true,
today's stuff. But yeah,
true.
you
That's
dig a hole and you bury it in sand, and,
oh
yeah,
yeah, all
people put
those
stuff
fun
in
ones.
ash.
Yeah. You're going way far back, but
Oh,
yeah, that's
shit.
true.
Too far, okay.
I was watching a channel where
I
they bury their potatoes about 2 feet down in a wire
what?
in a wire
Okay.
basket
Cage.
so
Uh-huh.
that the rodents can't
Can't
get
chew
it.
it, yeah.
Oh.
It's like a mesh thing,
Uh-huh.
about 2 feet
N
down, and they're in Minnesota.
oh, okay. So it acts like a root cellar, but
Root cellar and far enough down that they're below the typical freeze line or freeze.
okay. I don't think s
So I'm gonna be putting honey on things, brook trout one for but I probably am not gonna skip out on the brown sugar because I don't need to watch that, but I would consider
Mhm,
trying it or maple sugar if I had to for a better choice. And then for
mhm.
Crazy Life left already, but she was saying hash brown casserole versus mashed
Oh,
potatoes, and
great.
I'm just gonna put this out there that no one on that where who I'm serving, they can't have sour cream, which is what's in
Oh,
a good hash brown casserole, so I have to do mashed
right.
potatoes, otherwise, heck yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a real thing there too, right? Like you guys are known for your hash brown casseroles
Like a
or the
funeral
little.
potato and
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Sounds good. It was years ago, but I made a cheesy it was really for like Christmas time because we do ham. Why we do ham at Christmas, I don't know.
That's what we do.
But
We do
it's
that.
tradition. Yeah, it's just weird because it's like
What are we
celebrate
supposed
birth
to eat?
Christ and we eat pig because I don't know. It's just I think it's the adoption of like the pagan stuff that when it got like the Catholic Church did all that because it's an unclean food that you're eating on Christmas Day. Just always
Okay.
was like
What did
that's
they
what I
eat?
meant. Like,
Go 100 years ago. What did they
yeah,
have?
I don't know.
Tell me that answer because then I can connect it
Probably
better.
anything they could get.
I
Probably
think it was
any
just
like
what's
meats.
outside and then I
Yeah,
don't know.
like a quail, like whatever they
We'll
could
have to do an
grab.
episode and talk about it.
Yeah, that's a good episode. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I got a good one.
Yes,
Did
they
you
did.
hear that there was a
Celebrate.
rebellion at my house? I
Okay.
I used to work, 60 to 80 hours a week in the job that I did. And my busy time was the fall, right up through the end of the year. And I was hosting Christmas.
Oh,
I just, I did not want to be stuck in the kitchen because I only had so much time with my family and so much time off of work. And so I went and got two huge Sara Lee lasagnas, uh,
right.
a spinach lasagna and a meat lasagna. Made a big ass salad, got garlic bread,
Hmm.
and maybe some broccoli or some kind of side.
Right.
Oh man, was that like a big rebellion in the family? Like, how could you do it? And I'm like, because I didn't want to be stuck in the kitchen. And I didn't want
Right.
anybody else to be stuck in the kitchen. Because this is back
Right.
when we were all younger and everybody
Yeah.
was still working too. And so,
At Mark's mom's, we
Yeah.
do lasagna for Christmas.
really?
Yep.
I like that. I even Miss Sharon was saying, not gonna lie, sometimes we just order pizza, for a holiday, and that's fine. Like, yeah, absolutely. But you could have some of your basil that you grew that you throw on top of the pizza.
I don't
Just,
know.
you know,
I was
some
very happy that Christmas, and everybody was after they were done with their
right.
grumbles, they were like, "Oh, this is really good." And I'm like, "Well, I wouldn't have bought it if it wasn't good."
Right. No, no, you have good taste in food for sure.
Oh, my
Yeah.
mom used to always get one of those honey baked hams.
Mm-hmm.
You have
Yep.
those by
I've
you?
done them.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you have to order them ahead of time, and
Mm-hmm.
she would get one of those for holidays.
And
Um,
they're meant to be actually eaten cold. They're not like you can heat them up, but you have to be careful because you can dry them out really easily because they can be served cold. They're already good to go. As soon as you get it, you could put it out for a brunch.
Oh man,
Um,
the stories of family members overcooking ham. There's a whole page of those because they didn't understand. Like it's already cooked. You're just heating
right.
it up.
Yep. Just heating it up, doing the like water in the pan thing, and then opening it up once it's all warmed up and you do the glaze. Yeah, I like ham. I'm just not eating as much
I'm gonna make a ham tomorrow.
pork. Yum. Are you really? They get
I'm s-
both?
I
Lucky
was supposed
them.
I was supposed to make it tonight. This is just for us. So like because I can
Oh,
make, 3, 4, 5 meals out of a ham. It's just in our rotation every month to make a ham.
okay.
And then
Here's what I was. Oh,
oh,
sorry. Go ahead. I didn't know you weren't done
there was a
talking.
discussion today about how does a fresh turkey work? Like when does it
Oh,
get butchered? What is it chilled to temperature wise? How long do you have to cook it? Because people sometimes they're offering here fresh
mm-hmm.
turkeys versus a
Right.
frozen. And so the family member was like drilling me because they know I'm gonna look it up. And
Mm-hmm.
does anybody here do a fresh turkey is a question. I do for frozen. I don't do fresh.
I
Yeah, they say
I've
fresh,
never
and then
done
you
it, but
find out. Yeah,
God,
go ahead.
it's like
Would you consider trying it,
4
Robin?
mm,
It kind of wigs me out. And then the
it's like
price.
it's like 4 to 5 times the price of a frozen
Yes.
one.
Yep. Right.
Right.
And then you're on a time, like, you got to have your ducks in a row because there's
But
no waiting around with that thing.
yeah.
Right.
Oh,
And Shawnee, if you're watching this, Shawnee means not fresh in your grocery store she's talking about off the farm, correct?
Yeah,
Like, so
you go you
local,
schedule a
buying
date with
local.
the farm, and
Yeah.
so then they can math out their end, and then you have 1 to 2 days to cook
Oh,
that thing.
Yeah. So I got to
that
tell you,
makes
I just
sense.
thought of this story. I got a deep fryer because what the heck? When
Yeah.
we went down when my parents were alive, we went down to my
Oh,
parents,
neat.
got it set up,
Uh-huh.
and my oldest brother and his wife and family were there with Al and I and mom and dad, and we were going to practice for Christmas, right?
Right.
And so, we did the oil, we did, hooked the thing on uh, the triangle thing that the turkey goes down into the fryer. Oh my God, this thing is so delicious. So
Really?
delicious
Yeah, I've never
that
done.
we did it again the next day. We got it. You know what? We bought a fresh one. As a
Oh, you
matter of fact,
did?
because we bought it for the next day to do it again because we're like, okay, well, let's
Oh,
double practice, get
right.
a small one. And again, everything's fine. It was delicious and whatever. So Christmas comes, so now everybody's there. All three of my brothers, my sister, eh, we must have had 21 people there.
Wow.
We've got all kinds of crap going on in the kitchen, making all the sides and everything. The guys are in charge of the fryer. And my oldest brother and my husband, because they've now done it twice at Thanksgiving, right?
Right.
So they get it up to the temperature. We're all set to go, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
And my hubby comes in to get the
Sorry.
thing on get us hooked up on the chain and whatever. And that takes about 10 minutes or something to get it right, to take it back out to the fryer. In the meantime, the only thing that had to happen was my brothers had to watch the thing to keep it at
A certain temp.
the temperature, right?
Right.
There was beer involved, okay?
Uh-oh.
We go out
Yep.
there and my husband puts it in and push,
Yeah,
the oil goes
Yeah.
everywhere
Oh
because
my gosh.
they let it get too
too hot.
Too
hot.
hot, too hot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
the I was when you said you guys practice, I was like, yeah, the firefighters practice for this time of year too, for all those fryers for that
thank
reason.
thank God we had enough oil to go again, okay, and get
Mhm.
the oil back up and cook the dang turkey, but we had to do some magic in the kitchen because all the other stuff was, coming ready.
Yep. Yeah, the
But
timing.
oh my gosh, and then, after dinner, what did they have to do? They had to get out the what is it, the power washer to
Mm.
wash the
Right.
driveway, which is now like
Uh,
slick as crap because it's full
Yes.
of
oh,
oil.
yeah.
Oil and water, and I don't know what
Mm,
state you were in at the time, but possibly cold.
right.
Tennessee, it was icy. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, that's scary. I wanna see if this works. Okay, it does, like what Diva did, because I realized that my video, I have to redo the whole thing 'cause the members just change, it just happens. So those are my members, by the way. Shawnee also has a membership on her channel, and I think her and I are both at the lowest. And I only have one level
Dollar.
right now. It's
Yeah.
99 cents. Yeah,
Yep.
99 cents to become a member. These are my current members and new members that help support my channel, and I'm very grateful for you. You help make things happen for our channel. You so into us, and I really appreciate that. Because yes, we were doing that budget and he was wondering if, I could make actual money doing YouTube. I'm like, maybe if I could shoot videos more often, like, because he's usually running around even on the weekends doing stuff around the house and has his mental list. And I'm then again watching our son. So hopefully, I'll be able to make more videos too for you guys, including more members only content. Hey, J3GS Farms, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Well, we had a great discussion. I mean, I definitely want to use I want to try and get a white yam, like, because there are white yams, and try that so I can have like a potato alternative. Taro is a good potato alternative too. And I want to plant some of that. It's just they become large plants, the elephant ear, and I'm not quite sure where I want to have those hanging out in my yard yet. But thank you so much to Robin from Robin Gardens and Shawnee from Shawnee
You.
Grows. Please go and check out their channels. They have lots of great content, and Shawnee just actually touched on this a day ago, and I did not even realize it, even though it was a visual.
Do we want
But
to say what's coming up, Carol?
um,
Or is that a
oh
secret?
yes, no, almost forgot. That's right. Yes, I want
So
my ladies to say what's coming up on your channel, Shawnee, and then to
we
Robin. Thank you.
uh here at South Florida Sunshine Tropicals, next Friday's show is a collaboration with for sure Shawnee Grows. And we're going to talk about old fashioned herbal remedies on using the garden to help us with cold and flu. So, remember how we were talking about how like
Mhm.
82% of the books on Amazon for garden to table
Right.
food and remedies are wrote by AI? We're going to talk about
Right.
real, true old-fashioned ways, recipes on things that we can build and make to have in our medicine cabinet. And we hope that you all join us for that conversation
Absolutely.
here on South Florida Sunshine Tropicals next Friday night.
Yes, please. I can't believe I forgot that that was coming up because my brain just started to go to sleep. That's why I'm saying goodnight to you guys. Sorry about that.
So normally
I
Shawnee
s-
Grows fills the time slot on Saturday night since Diva in the Dirt is
Mhm.
away still.
Yes.
I'm haven't talked to Mark yet, but we might just hang out with Mark and I.
Oh,
But
that
if
would be
he
good.
if he goes to bed at 9:30, then I'm
Yeah.
probably gonna be like, I should go live. And so we have a plan on content for the subject for tomorrow night if I go live,
Okay.
but I'm gonna try and do the wifey thing and hang out with Mark. But
Okay.
I'm gonna be posting videos every week. There's a couple videos where I'm talking
Yeah.
at you guys and we're gonna have a conversation. So just keep an eye out for those since there's no garden tours right now.
Right. And then Robin, what do you have coming up on your channel?
You know, I'm sort of taking a little bit of a break because there's just nothing going on, and I don't want to put out content just to put out content.
Gotcha.
But I actually have a couple of ideas for filming recipe videos, and those will be coming up soon or maybe early December.
Okay. Okay. That's understandable because, yeah, Robin does this for, passing on knowledge, but she wasn't somebody who was right out to get monetized. But we even think that she could have her own true show, probably on like, I could see watching her on public TV for sure. Her
Oh,
lovely
that's
voice and
not gonna be
everything. I totally could. And say
uh,
like Shawnee, I could definitely see her having like a major podcast and everything in a show for sure for her generation. Absolutely. I'm really grateful for Shawnee too. She fills in for those brain cells when they just go boop boop boop. You got to go to bed, and my brain just starts to shut down. So thank you so much, Shawnee, for that, for the reminder. And as far as content for me, I'm trying to put out shorts right now. As far as videos, we shall see. It's still all about what is going on with the readdressing and changing things in my garden so it'll work for my family, but also to get my fruit trees in the ground. They need to get into the ground. So come along and join me on that journey. I had to take some time off while I was sick. I am still getting well. So when we do address the home remedies, I'm also going to hopefully, I want to look into what people like me who have autoimmune, some of the things they need to watch out for, because Shani knows I'm big on contraindications because I have a lot of them.
Mhm.
Um, and that's one thing I noticed was I was doing all the things, but one thing I wasn't doing it leading up to getting sick. Um, and then I slammed my body with all those good things. And for somebody whose immune system doesn't, work right, it can have really bad effects. So hopefully you will join us next Friday for that great conversation and live. And yeah, we will see you again, hopefully on Shawnee's tomorrow night if she's live. And if not, we will see you in the YouTube streets when she's live again or putting out a video. And same thing for Robin. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. Oh, wait a minute. Where we go? Jay says I may
Tomorrow,
be.
there is the Urban Gardener Show, 1 p.m. Central Time. We're going to talk about
Okay.
vegetable garden myths, and Jay will be on stage, it sounds like.
Oh, cool, Jay. You can MC. Awesome. That sounds very cool. And thank you, Miss Sharon, for dropping Diva's link. Yes, please continue to support Diva in the Dirt, Marie Washington, while she is taking care of her mom and giving her mom good encouragement to walk again. We thank you so much for your support tonight, and we will see you soon. Much love, guys. Bye,
Good night,
everyone.
everyone.